Giving the green light tonight on how to spend the first phase of funding for the city's reparations fund.
That vote happening really inside the last half hour, and WGN's Brona Tumulty is at City Hall right now with the very latest. Brona.
Good evening, guys. Yeah, it was an 8-1 vote tonight in favor of passing that first initiative, which will see 16 eligible African-American residents here in Evanston being allocated $25,000 each towards things like a new home or home repairs. But this was a lengthy meeting with many people weighing in on how they feel about the program.
As a housing program, I think it's great. As a reparations program, this falls very flat to me.
Ninth Ward Alderman Cicely Fleming is talking about a proposed housing initiative in Evanston to help counteract historically discriminatory housing practices.
The proposal in front of us is housing plan. And so the proposal will allow 16 residents to access $25,000 apiece towards a new mortgage, their existing mortgage or home renovation.
Back in 2019, the city created the Reparations Fund using tax revenue from recreational marijuana, committing $10 million over the span of a decade. But Fleming says using the first $400,000 in funding in this way doesn't feel quite right.
Myself and lots of residents who have voiced this concern is that the money will go directly to a bank or a mortgage lender or contractor.
Some residents who feel that way speaking out tonight at the city council meeting.
I think that what's been proposed is admirable. It is a sound housing and equity program, but it doesn't quite rise to the stature of what I would constitute, what most people understand as reparations.
But many others feel this is where we begin in making things right.
We're talking about a remedy of 4% of a $10 million budget, and I just want to remind us that the wisdom of the ages says that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.
Including Journey Shannon, who owns a business in town.
It has been wonderful. Evanston has really been kind since we opened up the doors in November.
She tells us she's firmly behind approving the first allocation.
You have to start someplace. And if you oppose it, what are you suggesting?
And that after this, there is plenty of time to look at how best the rest of the money can be spent.
Well, I would like to say programs will be established so people can learn new trades and new skills, but we don't all need a check. Some of us just need to learn how to be better business people, learn how to do vocational skills. So I think everyone will be benefited, but it's not always going to be a monetary reward in this moment.
Now again, that final vote tonight, 8-1 in favour of passing the first phase as it stands. Coming up on WGN News at 10, we'll tell you more about who exactly qualifies for this first phase and when it is expected to be up and running. We're live in Evanston. Brona Tumulty, WGN News.